Okay, so this is going to be my thoughts on the Super Bowl and who I predict is going to win. So, personally, for me, I don't really have a preference on who would win this Super Bowl. Because, there's a few teams I would like to win that's not Denver every year. Like, I would love if the Bengals could win it. I like the Cowboys, so I would like the Cowboys to win it. The Broncos, obviously. But whenever it's not one of the teams like that, or a team like the Browns that just people I think want to see win a Super Bowl, or the Lions, that haven't been in. If it's not anybody like that, then I'm probably wanting just whichever team has the more notable LSU players. And both these teams have some notable LSU players, such as Tyrann Mathieu. I don't have a good Devin White rookie, so Tyrann Mathieu, Leonard Fournette, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. One thing that I think is very interesting about Tyrann Mathieu in this game is the fact that he's on Andy Reid's Chiefs, but Bruce Arians, the head coach of the Buccaneers, was very high on Mathieu, and he's one of the reasons why Mathieu is who he is in the NFL. So, I really like Mathieu, obviously, here's his Tyrann Mathieu shirt, mini helmet. I can't tell if you can read that or not, but Honey Badger LSU. Yeah, it's Tyrann Mathieu's autographed helmet, or mini helmet, not the actual size. So I'm a pretty big fan of the Honey Badger. And Fournette and Clyde, both LSU guys. Personally, though, like I said, I don't really have a preference in this Super Bowl. I don't want the Chiefs to win because, they're a divisional rival. But I don't really have anything crazy for or against the Buccaneers either. Now, if it was the Raiders, I don't care who the Raiders are playing. I'd be against the Raiders. And also, I'm not the biggest Brady fan, so that's kind of hurts me liking them. So it's either cheer for Brady, who I don't really hate anyone. So I'll say I disliked Brady for the past however many years I've been a Broncos fan, just because it's been kind of repetitive. It's like how I felt about the Warriors for a while. I kind of like the Warriors team now, especially with Pascal and stuff. But that's how I feel about the Patriots. It's just you kind of start to dislike a team when it's repetitive, them being really good, unless it's your team. Because say I was a Patriots fan or a Warriors fan, I would have loved it. But I'm a Broncos fan, so we've had one Super Bowl win in the past 10 years. I know we were really good during the Elway era, but that was a little bit before my time. So it's either cheer for the Chiefs, which are a divisional rival. But here's how I do feel about the Chiefs. Out of our division, the Raiders are my least favorite, and then the Chiefs, then the Chargers. So, I don't really want them to win, but the Buccaneers have Brady, so I don't really want them to win either. And then, like I said, if I don't go based off my team, I go based off which team has more notable LSU players. Devin White, Fournette, both on the Buccaneers. Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Tyrann Mathieu, both on the Chiefs. So, doesn't make that decision any easier. So, I'm really unbiased in who wins. For the card-wise, it would probably actually help me more if the Chiefs win, because I've got the Mahomes Donruss base. I think I've showed it in a video or two. And, it's like a $200 to $300 card right now. And if they win, it'll probably go up to a $400. That is one card I think I severely need to get graded. So, who I think will personally win, I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but I just want to go in depth on today before, the Super Bowl starts at 6:30 here. So, I do think the Chiefs are going to win. This is a card that I'm very glad to have in my PC. Well, for now, it's the Mahomes Mosaic Hollow or Silver in pretty good condition. This is a card I'm planning on getting graded at some time whenever I start grading, just because it's the first year of Mosaic football, and it's the guy who could arguably end up being the GOAT. So I do have the Chiefs winning. And one thing I will say, I would have had the Chiefs winning for sure, but the only reason why I'm even questioning it now is because one of the really good offensive linemen got hurt, which stinks. Because, you want both teams to be at their best, and I know the Buccaneers like to blitz. And honestly, I feel like if the Buccaneers do win, it's not going to be because of Brady. It's going to be because of their defense or Fournette has a crazy game. And I can see that happening. That's one thing. I think this will be a close game. I don't think there's any way that this game ends up being a 10-plus point win. I think it's going to be like a 3 or 7 point game that wins. I don't think this is going to be a blowout by any means. I feel like this will be a super close Super Bowl. And the one thing, both teams are loaded on offense. I probably should have got a few more cards for this video, but like Travis Kelce is on the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill, and then right across from the other, right across on the Buccaneers, you've got Antonio Brown, who I know is not playing like he did on the Steelers, but he's still a really, really good receiver. Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rob Gronkowski, and they did have O.J. Howard, but he got hurt, and I like O.J. Howard a lot. I wanted Denver to draft him the year he was in the draft, but he got drafted right before by the Buccaneers. Yeah, I still remember that pick. And I know O.J. Howard's not done anything crazy, so maybe it kind of worked out, but I like both these teams, like players-wise, but I do think the Chiefs will win the Super Bowl by, I'm going to say, like 3 points. I think it's going to be a very, very close game. And like I said, if the Buccaneers do win, I don't think it's because of Brady. I mean, Brady threw like 2 or 3 picks in the game against the Packers. If they would have lost, it would have been a big part because of Brady, actually. Because, I mean, that Packers game was really close, and there were some calls, that were questionable, but I guess it's going to happen in any game. But, it was a really good, close game. And the Buccaneers, and the Chiefs, I feel like can just turn it on it like a second. It's just crazy. But I do think that this will be a really close game. And one thing that I've noticed, did Travis Kelce and Rob Gronkowski are the same age? I think Gronkowski came in like 3 years before, and that's why we don't think he's that old or whatever. But, yeah. Travis Kelce is the same age as Gronkowski, which is crazy. I mean, I know it was kind of, I guess it might be also because he retired, and he played a few years earlier, so it kind of seemed like he was older, but, I didn't realize they were the exact same age. But, yeah, I think that's it for this video. We've got Mahomes getting Super Bowl MVP if the Chiefs win, and if the Buccaneers win, I'm going to actually predict it'll either be Fournette or one of the 3 guys on defense. And what I mean by one of the 3, either Levante David, Devin White, or I don't know. Actually, I feel like actually I don't know. I feel like if the Chiefs win, it's going to be Mahomes. But if the Buccaneers win, I could see it just about being anybody on that team. The Buccaneers are really good at every position. They've got Winfield at safety. They've got JPP. They've got Levante David, Intomik Suh. Ton of really good players. Devin White. Yeah, the list just goes on and on. Both of these teams are really loaded at just about every position. So, like I said, I do have the Chiefs winning. And remember, we are doing a 10 subscriber giveaway, and we just did our NFL mock draft too. So, that was one of our more popular videos, the first one we did. So, if you want to watch another mock draft, and I know they're getting more popular, especially once the Super Bowl is over, because that's going to be the big NFL thing after the Super Bowl. So, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see that more stuff like that. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do any IRL sports today because it snowed here. So, stinks. And if you all want to see, like I said in the last video, we will open this. But as of right now, I'm kind of using it like a trade asset almost. Like if I go to a card shop, I might trade it for something. And we've got this, which I'm willing to open, or whatever you want to see. We're just going to keep them sealed, though, unless you all want to see them. We did open one of these on the channel, so if you like baseball, you can watch that. And I think that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we're out.